Every year in Massachusetts, over 16,000 acres of open land are lost to development. But here in the town of Dracut, tucked behind a new subdivision, the New Entry Sustainable Farming Project is working to reclaim a lost way of life. Every summer, 5 acres here at what is called the Smith Farm serves as a classroom. The students originate from Zimbabwe, Cambodia, Pakistan, and the U.S. Their cultures and experiences could not be more different, but they share a common goal. They all want to make their living as farmers.
We're working with a tremendously diverse group of farmers from all over the world. You know, immigrants and refugees that come from the developing world with farming experience, as well as you know, a growing group of folks that were born in the U.S. that don't have farming background.
The students are entering the business of farming at a time when the product they will produce, locally and sustainably grown food, is in high demand.
Now there's a tremendous amount of interest in kind of returning to local food systems. The problem is, we've lost all those small farms, and in our attempt to recreate this small, regional, localized food system, we found that we don't have the farmers, we don't have the knowledge anymore.
And that is where New Entry comes in.
So if you've got an acre, that's, you know, a fifth of your acre needs to be resting every single year.
We don't have a lot of mechanisms in place right now where people can get the knowledge and skills and find land on their own and be connected to markets in a way, and New Entry really does pull all that together and walk people through and support them the entire way through the process.
I chose the crops that can help me manage my time. And
that process begins not in the field, but at the New Entry office, where farmers learn to create a business plan.
I chose the lettuce, broccoli, eggplant, bean.
Addison Toussaint is from Haiti, and with several years of farming here under his belt, he fully appreciates the importance of having a game plan.
It is easy to think about what you're gonna do, but it's sometimes difficult to put on the paper, to write it out on the paper. The business plan is represent the way where you from and the place where you go.
With the business plan in place, students now must work to meet their goals with food grown on their own plot of land at the training fields in Dracut. What they learn is that there is a lot to learn.
If there was this much foliar damage and it were in fact a blight, this would be an advanced case. We would then want to look at the stem, and you can usually find stem lesions.
A farmer has to be a systems thinker and the jack of all trades in many skill levels. I mean, you need to understand soil structure and fertility and weather patterns and watering needs, and all the individual crops have a variety of requirements.
Here we go. So some of these I can't use.
Joanne Robichaud has a ½ acre at the Smith Farm.
This is a cool looking one. I don't think I can sell that one either.
She has just left a career as a technical trainer and now is finding farming harder than she expected.
I thought it was going to be quite, yeah, sure, I can do it. There's a lot of variables. I had aphid damage, the Colorado potato beetle, I had leaf hopper, and all the greens looked really bad.
This is the voles ate part of it, like this one.
I wanted to deliver 360 pounds this week of potatoes. I think I'll only have 240 pounds.
On weekends, Joanne gets help from her partner, Kamal Jain. For both of them, this effort is about much more than just a new career for Joanne.
It's important to me because we have a rich culture of tradition of agriculture here in New England that we've lost, and we need to get it back. We need to move back towards sustainable living, where we're not trucking our produce in from 3,000 miles away in California, or worse, from the southern hemisphere, just so we can have something that looks like a tomato in the middle of winter, but doesn't smell or taste like a tomato.
At New Entry, it is well understood that the demand for local, healthy, organic food does not stop with tomatoes.
Don't be afraid if you get these. These happen every once in a while.
The food scares that we've had with ground beef recalls and other things around livestock, all the films that have highlighted how we treat animals in confined animal feeding operations in this country are horrifying, and so people are looking for an alternative to industrial factory farm meat.
My pigs are very tame. They're the tamest herd of pigs I've ever worked with.
With a shortage of training programs for new farmers interested in working with livestock, every summer New Entry sponsors a farm day at the Tufts Cummings School of Veterinary Medicine.
The floor of the foot right there.
Through all of its training elements, the New Entry program is allowing people from all over the world to create the life they dreamed of right here.
Like my goal is from the small farmer to become a big farmer. When I am in the nature with my plants, with my field, and watching everything I do by myself, I'm my own boss. I decide what I have to do, and I take my own decision. And I feel very, very, very happy.
But as every small farmer knows, even armed with plans and training, it is not easy to produce food, and it is not easy to find a market to sell it. That is why New Entry has established its own CSA, the World Peas Cooperative.
Prior to the existence of the World Peas Cooperative, New Entry farmers were doing a fantastic job of growing wonderful local fresh produce, and they're having a very hard time connecting with local consumers. You know, whether for language, due to language barriers, because they didn't have time, a lot of them work full time in addition to farming, because they didn't know how to reach them. World Peas effectively connects these consumers who are looking for fresh local produce with these farmers who are producing it.
This summer, World Peas delivered 300,000 pounds of food to members in Boston and surrounding towns. In the end, this is what New Entry is all about, supporting the people who can provide the rest of us with exactly what we all need most.
My big passion for why I'm doing this work is I want to eat fresh, healthy food that's good for me, good for the environment, good for the planet. And I like knowing who's producing my food, and I think that it's really important that we have a program that is helping people gain the skills and the knowledge to be food producers and to take care of our land resources and to grow the food that we eat.